Let us pray. Almighty God, creator and sustainer of our lives, by divine selection we are still alive. We want to thank you and praise you for the gift of this day, for the gift of our lives. We thank you for how far you have brought us, bringing us to the climax of the 52nd celebration of our graduation ceremonies. We thank you for the many blessings, the graces given to us. We thank you most especially for bringing us from far and near for all this important ceremony. We believe and we acknowledge that without you we can do nothing. So we implore you to be in our presence. Guide us with your spirit, and so that whatever we do today may bring greater glory to your name, that it may continue the progress and the development of this noble and great university. Help us always to form hearts and minds for the service of humanity. This and many more we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please resume your seats. Thank you very much, Reverend Father Dr. Peter Ademens and the Catholic Chaplain, for the opening prayer. Good morning to you all and welcome to the last session of the 52nd congregation of this great university. It is a solemn occasion and we therefore entreat all to observe it as such. At this moment, I will respectfully invite the Chancellor of the University, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, to give us his welcome address and constitute the assembly. A round of applause, please.
champion fungen.
Akisi broken brochmo champion fungen.
Jacob is a flampono, Domini Ferrisi.
Jacob is a flampo, Domini Ferrisi.
Or said to every more than Yavisio.
Said to every more than Yavisio.
Why in the Benyata canteen, trade watch it down when it's a one pimsy couple bano.
Why in the Benyata canteen, trade watch it down when it's a one pimsy couple bano.
Opinia Sabian Kobe.
Opinia Sabian Kobe.
Oh, Sergeant Fogunya Guasingen.
Oh, Sergeant Fogunya Guasingen.
Oh, Grasatina Dwe Casangen.
Oh, Grasatina Dwe Casangen.
Woku bedata pala to mefa bunya kwasi ajumna chemera.
It's just because I have a new gown today, that's why. The old one has been retired for the past, I think I've used that for the past 12 years or so. And therefore it's been retired, so I have a new one. And I think my people want me to show off. The Minister for Education, the Chairman and members of Council, the Vice Chancellor, Vice Chancellors from sister universities, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Pro-Vice Chancellors from sister universities, former Vice Chancellors and Pro-Vice Chancellors present, the President and CEO of the MasterCard Foundation Canada, Registrar and Registrars from sister universities, Provosts, members of convocation, Nananum alumni of the university, invited guests, members of the press, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Graduation is a ceremony that I always look forward to, a day when we all gather together as one big family, and for me to perform one of my numerous duties as the Chancellor of this great university, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, by conferring degrees on deserving graduates and honorees. It is an annual ritual, but a very significant one, which climaxes the activities of the university for an academic year. On behalf of the University Council, Convocation, and the entire members of staff, I welcome you to the 52nd congregation ceremony. Let me say a special welcome to two people. One, the Minister of Education, who is also a product of this university, for attending our congregation today. A special welcome also goes to Ms. Rita Roy, the CEO of MasterCard Foundation, who will be honored today by this university for leading an organization whose vision is to support the advancement of the teeming youth in Africa. Over a 10-year period, her organization is investing $20 million United States dollars in the university to educate 700 needy Barbarian scholars, Rita, we say Akwaba. And thank you very much. At each graduation ceremony, as the Chancellor, I choose to deliberate on some key issues I deem to be of significant importance to the university and society at large. For the attention of government, this year I've chosen to highlight the following. And the Minister for Education is here. Even before we walked in, I started my deliberations with him. In all respects, the free senior high school is a laudable policy, and when properly executed, we as a nation would benefit and applaud it. In the next 2 years, the first batch of students under the free senior high school policy will come out, and this will double the number of students seeking enrollment into our tertiary institutions. This is a reality we cannot pretend to be unaware of. The potential increase in enrollment at the tertiary level will require a corresponding increase in resources, both financial and human, to be able to cope with the student numbers. The time to act is now. I therefore call on the Ministry of Education, the National Council for Tertiary Education, and the Vice Chancellor's Ghana to get it to the drawing board and start planning on how to effectively handle this imminent increase in demand for university education in the country. I wish that Vice Chancellors will take this call seriously, because if the problem is allowed to hatch, the chicken will be left at their doorsteps to nurse. My second issue is about funding of infrastructural works in the university. On May 23, 2018, I took the liberty to visit and inspect ongoing infrastructural projects on this campus. I observed that efforts are being made to provide additional lecture spaces and laboratories for our students. I must commend management for the judicious application of the internally generated funds to provide infrastructure and create a conducive environment for teaching and learning. And I remember asking the heads of who were in charge to ask whether the Vice Chancellor was releasing the monies for them. And they assured me that the monies have been flowing from the finance officer also, and I wish it continues. I must, however, add that a lot more needs to be done. Let me give one instance. Since the completion of the Unity Hall in 1967, there has not been any serious and visible attempt by government at providing additional halls of residence. Any additional residential spaces you see on campus has come through private funding. This has resulted in the rather unpleasant yet pragmatic on-campus student accommodation policy, where only first-year students are provided with accommodation in the traditional halls of residence. It is sad to note that, pragmatic though this policy may be, the traditional halls of residence cannot accommodate all the first-year students, and as vulnerable as they are to their new environment. They are left to find accommodation elsewhere. Currently, the university has about 70% of her students staying outside the traditional halls of residence with its security and mobility challenges. If enrollment has to increase, then the time to act to support the provision of additional halls of residence is now. Distinguished guests, it is worrying to know that the university does not have the requisite number of faculty members for effective teaching and research. Our faculty is not only aging, but the student-teacher ratio is out of proportion. In the more developed countries, a student-teacher ratio of 19:1 is considered not good enough. Given our circumstances, to have a ratio of close to 50:1 does not bode well at all for a research institution as ours. The situation is no better for the administrative and support staff of the university. This situation is having a negative effect on teaching and learning, and could get worse if pragmatic policies are not put in place to address the situation before the senior high school students enter the universities. This year, I'm told, the government gave the university 100 vacancies to fill. We trust that in the ensuing years, the government would increase that number significantly to at least halve the ratio to a respectable 25:1. This should enable the university to fulfill its mandate of not only continuing to provide the manpower backbone of the country, but also provide the succinct research base to power this country. I'm sure the Vice-Chancellor would rehash these concerns with more details about this issue in his report to congregation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my last issue is on the teaching hospital project. This project began in 2008 with a lot of fanfare, enthusiasm, and with so much promise in the health delivery, particularly for the northern sector of the country, considering the strategic location of Kumasi. Unfortunately, the project has had to come to a standstill due to financial constraints. This concern has been mentioned in my previous addresses to this August gathering, and I want to reiterate once again for government assistance to complete the project. But I want to assure you that the Minister of Education has assured me that it will be dealt with. In fact, it's a question of looking at the best financial approach to this. And so this morning, he's giving me the assurance that it will be done.
Sure.
A word to the graduates. I'm committing him to that because I know he will do it. A word to the graduates. In ending my address, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to reserve my parting words for the distinguished achievers for whose cause we are all gathered here, the graduates. On a day such as today, the joys of the day make one forget many things. One may forget toiling into the night for weeks on end, or the comforts and opportunities forgone to make this day a possibility. One may forget the life lessons of failing an exam. Parents may momentarily forget the sweat of their brows that transformed barren lands into flourishing farms that sustained many graduates here. They may forget the pain of deprivation. For the married, your spouses will forget the longevity of your absence and the coldness of your side of the bed. Many things will be forgotten, but as a graduate, you owe yourself a reminder that the journey is long, and no matter the setbacks you encounter on the way, you must stay on course. Today, we live in a society where opportunities for evil abound. Many of us fall prey to envy, corruption, greed, lust, pride, and wrath because it is convenient to do so. The path of truth and honesty is becoming a decongested street for want of choice by many of us. The premium that was paid to truth is slowly losing its currency. That is the society we live in. Your country looks up to you for leadership. The communities that you come from look up to you for inspiration. In the absence of humility and good morals, your achievements, however stellar, will amount to naught. Graduates, we send you into the world as our ambassadors. You will be faced with many odds, including those hell-bent on keeping you down and stifling your growth. In the light of all these, never lose hope, never despair, and certainly light yourself another candle. Let me borrow this quote to guide you. Do all the other things, the ambitious things, travel, get rich, get famous, innovate, lead, fall in love, make and lose fortunes, but as you do, to the extent that you can, err in the direction of kindness. Let me congratulate you all for the successful completion of your programs at this great institution. You have worked hard to deserve the precious and enviable certificates of this great university. As you go out into the world of work, see whatever you do as service to God and to mankind. Be men and women of principles and integrity. Live above reproach. And if an announce is looking for someone to investigate, let it not be you. go out into society and make a difference. I wish you Ayiko.
Jump.
In closing, let me use this forum to commend the management, convocation staff, and students for another successful academic year. Your commitment and fortitude in what you do have paid off and is the result of what we are about to witness shortly.
Jump.
And now, by the powers conferred of me as the Chancellor of the University, I formally declare this congregation duly constituted. Thank you and God bless you all.
Jump.
This program is in two distinct parts: the presentation of the Vice-Chancellor's report to the session and the presentation of graduates for the conferment of respective degrees. Therefore, Chancellor, with your permission, I invite the Vice-Chancellor of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Professor Kwesi Obri Danso, to address the session. Applause, please.
His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei to the Second Asante Hene and Chancellor, Chairman and members of the University Council, our special guest of honor, Ms. Rita Roy, CEO of MasterCard Foundation, Honorable Minister of Education and members of Parliament present, KMA Mayor, Vice Chancellors from sister universities, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Pro-Vice Chancellors from sister universities, former Vice Chancellors and Pro-Vice Chancellors, Registrar and Registrars from sister universities, Provost of colleges, beloved class 2018, including the pioneer class of the MasterCard scheme, and Doctor of Pharmacy, Deans and Directors, Heads of Department, Nananum, members of convocation, representatives from our affiliate institutions, alumni of the university, senior and junior staff, parents and guardians, distinguished invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Chancellor, management, and entire staff of this great institution, it is my pleasure to warmly welcome all of you to our beautiful campus, and you agree with me that it's indeed green. And to this morning's graduation ceremony being the last of the 2018 July congregation, and this year's graduation has two important milestones. First is the graduation of the pioneer batch of the 142 Doctor of Pharmacy students after a 6-year training. Second is the graduation of the 50 pioneer students of the fully funded MasterCard Foundation Scholars Program students. Rita, you'll be honored during our special congregation. You were supposed to have been honored during our special congregation in November, but could not make it due to other global assignments. But today, before the end of this program, you will be honored by this great institution. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to inform you that at this year's July congregation, we are graduating a total of 6,528 specially prepared and practically oriented graduates. Out of this number, 5,848 are being conferred with undergraduate degrees, while 680 are being conferred with graduate degrees. There are also 61 candidates who are being awarded their terminal degrees of PhD, and I must say that most of them are staff. College by college breakdown: 913 from the College of Art and Built Environment, 551 College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, 862, College of Engineering, 804, College of Health Sciences, 1,702, College of Humanities and Social Sciences, 910, College of Science, and 786 from the Institute of Distance Learning. This year, the overall best graduating students in the university comes from the College of Engineering. This is the person of Charles Amankwa Amwa from Petroleum Engineering. He had a CWA of 82.41, and he will receive the Vice Chancellor's Award this evening at our Excellence Evening. The second best overall graduating student in the university is a female, Constance Akosiwa Efio Akoli from the Department of Civil Engineering. The boy beat him only by 0.02. Again, the third is a woman. Again, she had a CWA of 82.33, meaning that women have come of age, and it explains and again cements our reason for increasing female population on our university campus. Out of the 5,848 undergraduates, 651, representing 11.30, are going to be awarded with first-class degrees. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, significant efforts have been made by this university in the areas of research, industrial and professional engagements, capacity building, infrastructure development, short training programs, and participation in conferences. And permit me to highlight a few. Management of this university have been planning ahead of the influx of candidates from the government's free senior high school policy. We are of the candid opinion that our physical environment has a direct bearing on the learning outcomes of our students, and so we have initiated some projects aimed at putting us in a better position to support teaching and research. We are therefore at various stages of completing a 5-story social sciences complex, 4-story postgraduate business school complex, 4-story nursing school complex, 4-story medical sciences complex, 5-story regional water and sanitation center of excellence, and a 9-story College of Art and Built Environment complex, which will all together deliver classroom spaces of 15,000 more, which means that there will be 15,000 more students to be admitted in addition to our normal 12,000 students. Nana Chancellor, in our quest to achieve our vision of becoming one of the top 10 universities in Africa, the university invited the African Quality Rating Mechanism team to visit us to assess our systems and procedures. The aim was to inspect our teaching and learning facilities, evaluate the quality of our infrastructure and material resources, evaluate the quality of student support services, academic staff profile in terms of qualifications and rank, as well as inspect documents and policies that guide our conduct. KNUST was highly commended by the team for submitting itself to the evaluation process, and by this feat, KNUST becomes the first university in Ghana to submit to the AQRM process, and thus becoming a role model not only for universities in Ghana, but others in the West African sub-region. And I'm happy to report that after the review process, KNUST was rated to be of good quality, 3.25, which is next to exceptional on the scale. And I commend all members of staff, students, and other stakeholders for their contribution in this regard. To maintain our academic excellence and international visibility, there's an annual competition among our academic research departments. This year, under review 2017-18 academic year, the best academic department in the university is the Department of Mathematics. Second, Department of Civil Engineering, and the third, Department of Physics. The best research institute is the Bureau of Integrated Rural Development, second, Center for Settlement Studies, and third, Center for Culture and African Studies. They will receive the awards this evening at our dinner Excellence Award night. Nana Chancellor, on 8th June, the university signed an agreement with the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation to establish a professorial research chair in petroleum engineering at the College of Engineering with a seed money of $1 million over 4 years. Further, this same GNPC also provided $2,436,000 to support 240 students to cover tuition, accommodation, and monthly stipend so as to be able to go through their education. Tallow Oil has also provided $400,000 over 4 years to support programs in engineering, and this is in the form of scholarships with 30 students each year for the communities that tallow is mining. I will also want to use this platform to thank our numerous and other benefactors who have contributed in various ways towards the development of our dear university, and I say, God bless you all. The government's new initiative on transforming teacher education and learning, TTEL, is bold and commendable. You may recall that 2017 Cabinet approved the teacher education reform policy that sought to radically redesign teacher education to improve the quality of teaching at the basic level. And as part of these reforms, colleges of education are to be converted into university colleges and affiliated to public universities who will serve as mentor institutions to these colleges. Every teacher, therefore, in Ghana, at whatever level, will now have to have a bachelor's degree as a basic qualification to qualify him or her to teach at all levels. This is the way to go, and I commend government for this initiative. And I'm happy that KNUST is involved in this transformation, although people think that we don't do enough education, but we are up for it. I'm sure that the colleges, the nursing colleges we're already mentoring will be next, because for me, a basic college education in the 21st century for any country like ours, hoping to develop, needs this transformation as a vital tool for an educated workforce. Ladies and gentlemen, the role of women in society has evolved from being passive to active. The gender gap, especially in the areas of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, is unacceptable. For this reason, KNUST has taken up the challenge to establish a Women in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics desk at the Office of the Vice Chancellor to build the capacity of women in STEM for national development and, among others, facilitate scientific, technological, and leadership capabilities of women. This will greatly stimulate the interest of young females in choosing careers in STEM and encourage them to become role models through mentorship and leadership programs. And this August, WISTEM will bring together 100 girls from selected SHS schools for a 6-day workshop here on campus, funded by KNUST. Our one district, one factory has started production. You will recall that a year ago I mentioned that KNUST, in partnership with NICE, Ghana Limited, and the Sunyani Cooperative Mango Producers and Marketing Society Limited, the Mentukwa community, have built a fruit processing facility at Mentukwa in the Sunyani West District of the Brong-Ahafo region. This facility is part of efforts to enhance the livelihoods of the people, reduce post-harvest losses, to provide ready market to local farmers in the communities. And the factory now is in full production and producing 350 to 450 liters of mango, orange, or pineapple fruit juice concentrate per hour. We even have an off-taker, and we will commission this project before the end of the year. Now, Chancellor, in the areas of research and innovation, the university has made some giant strides. Dr. Mrs. Cynthia Menin-Danko of the Department of Pharmacology was featured extensively by the BBC for her research into how to use onion to tackle antibiotic resistance in infectious diseases globally. Professor Kwabena Ofori Kwache and his team from the Department of Pharmaceutics are also researching into the potential use of some cassava varieties as substitutes for imported maize starch in the pharmaceutical industry. This will serve as a binding agent in the pharmaceutical industry for the manufacture of capsules and other dosage forms. The pharmaceutical industry imports millions of dollars of maize starch and from Europe and Asia for the manufacture of various pharmaceutical products in Ghana. And therefore, the successful development of these native starches from improved cassava varieties into pharmaceutical-grade excipients will reduce the importation of maize starch and save the nation some scarce foreign exchange. I must also add that in the course of the year, Vice Chancellor, several staff of this university won some prestigious national and international awards. 4 faculty members from our School of Business won the Best Paper Award, the Biennial Conference of the African Academy of Management, and they are Dr. Mrs. Felicity Asiedu Apia, Dr. Hannah Vivian Osei, Dr. Henry Kofi Mensah, and Dr. Ahmed Japon. Dr. Daniel Sechi of the Department of Economics has also been awarded a 3-year senior fellowship by VW with a grant amount of 204,800 euros to work on the topic Seaports Efficiency, Choice and Productivity Growth in ECOWAS countries. This project seeks to unveil the level of determinants of efficiency of African seaports for a focus on seaports in ECOWAS countries. Congratulations to our distinguished researchers and for raising the name of this university high. And to you who, for want of time, I'm unable to mention, I say, Ayiko. My students cannot be left out. Our Faculty of Law Moot Court team won the Ghana qualifying rounds of the Philip C. Jesuit Moot Court competition held in Jimpa in February. Having won the same competition last year, we were the defending champions and won it again this year, and I'm told that this is the first time in the history of the competition that a university has won this award back to back. Our team therefore qualified as Ghana's sole representative and participated in White and Case international rounds of the Moot Court competition, which took place in Washington, D.C. in April. And I must say that university fully sponsored this trip. I'm also happy to inform you that the Ghana Standards Authority organized the 5th ARSO essay competition for university students below the age of 35 on the theme, the role, quality, infrastructure, and standardization in facilitating trade and sustainable development within the African continent free trade area. After the competition, the first, the second, the third positions were all won by students from this university. What else can you ask of them? Nana Chancellor, the university was privileged to host His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for the launching of the National Builders Corps program here in the Great Hall of the university on May 1st, 2018. And like Nana said, the university also received our Chancellor Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II on 23rd May 2018 for a day's working visit to inspect ongoing projects. We also unveiled a monument in honor of the first force director of the university, the late Arthur Hercules Ratnanduri Joseph, popularly known as Pajo, at the Pajo Stadium, and cut the sword for the construction of a 9-story lecture hall complex for the College of Art and the Built Environment, and a 3-story lecture hall for the School of Medical Sciences. Again, an 8-member delegation from the board of MasterCard Foundation, led by the CEO, Ms. Rita Roy, visited the university on 18 June 2018. Their visit was to hold discussions with management, interact with some of the beneficiaries of their community, on their community engagement activities, and they also paid a courtesy call on the Chancellor at his palace in Menchia. I must also add that they had a treat from Otumfo's sumptuous lunch box. Nana Chancellor, I'm aware that many of our visitors to the campus for the July congregation sessions have been wondering whether or not KNUST has gone mad. No, not yet. We are only celebrating one of our own. In 2015, Ibrahim Mahama, a young graduate of KNUST, surprised the art world with a giant walk-through installation of old juice sacks at the Venice Biennale. The Venice is known as the Olympics of the art world. There, the 28-year-old Ghanaian artist set the record as the youngest participant ever. 2 years later, repeated itself when he was again selected to participate in Documenta, the World Cup of the art world. Today, we find ourselves congregating inside the artist Ibrahim Mahama's immense installation project, assisted by a team of 14 collaborators led by Bintu Mahama, a Kayayo, Al-Hassan Abdallah, a tractor driver. Ibrahim Mahama has draped the Great Hall of KNUST with a giant tapestry of old juice sacks. The juice sacks, when they were new, carried cocoa beans to Ghana's harbors. Yet, the cocoa beans got their visas, crossed the Atlantic, and left the juice sacks behind. In the second life, the juice sacks were used by traders to transport charcoal and other commodities, which finally get into our homes. Ibrahim Mahama exchanges new sacks for used sacks and sews them into large tapestries which have draped giant structures and buildings across many cities of Africa, Europe, Asia, and Americas. The old juice sacks, marked by signatures and traces of their users, are also portraits and memorials of Ghana's silent labor force who get things done by our written-off history. Ibrahim Mahama's work is a social intervention in disguise. To undertake his projects, he forms loose collectives with Ghana's economic and social underclass, exploited migrants, and the precariat of urban environments who, like the rejected juice sacks, are used over and over again by global capitalist operators. Mahama rechannels proceeds from these projects into social programs for the underclass. This is the invisible aspect of his work, but the most profound. Presently, he is pursuing a PhD in the Faculty of Art here in KNUST. He's ranked among the top 20 artists in the world and presently the most valuable young African artist. He recently emerged as the second highest selling living artist at Sotheby's auction contemporary African art and primary market sale of over $3 million. He has also been involved in some social interventions with his alma mater, and he's provided scholarships to students, pro bono services, and donations of equipment to his college. He is collected by blue-chip museums of art and represented by a White Cube Gallery in London, a Palazzo in Brescia, Italy. This exhibition you see around the Great Hall would have cost more than $2 million in any country, but it is for free. Graduation is an emotional time. We are happy to be done and proud of our accomplishment, but sad to leave this beautiful campus where you made friends, mentors, and other people that you may not have wanted to see. But you are still very anxious about what lies ahead. As you look at the faces of your parents and family members, you are grateful for their love and support. Especially gratifying to see so many of our distinguished faculty here. You continue to impress me with your commitment to our mission. Through your hard work and dedication, you have helped guide your graduates on a path to lead meaningful and better lives. It is a privilege for me to share this day with all of you. I want to also salute families, partners, and friends who supported these graduating students. I also want to add my voice to that of the Chancellor congratulate all of you for your achievement. You will agree with me that the months you have spent here have been worthwhile. And today, as you go in the peace of the Lord. In the course of this program, you will also be sworn in as members of the KNUST Alumni Association, and you'll be expected to be active members of this association because this is the best institution you can have in the whole world. I pray that the Lord listens to your prayers, that he becomes your mighty rock and fortress, so in him you will be safe. He will lead and guide you, and may the Lord continue to protect you from every hidden traps of the enemy, and may he keep you safe. Thank you all for your attention.
Representing the President this morning is the Minister for Education, who doubles up as the Member of Parliament for Menchia North. Chancellor, I crave your indulgence to invite Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh to address us.
Good morning. I'm tempted to leave my written comment somewhere and answer directly my grandfather, the Otufo. But who am I to answer Otufo? It's a privilege for me to be here today. And walking into the Great Hall always evokes memory, where I had my Afro stats. And I couldn't understand what I was writing. I had many exams here, and I graduated with my BSc Human Biology in the same assembly, with no family member attending. Because where I come from, the priorities are different. You have to grow up to the expectation that you have been bestowed upon you. And unfortunately, on that day that I had my BSc Human Biology, a member of my family had expired, and that was the funeral. So between the funeral and your BSc, my father answered me clearly, "Oh, do you need here? If you had your own, yes, because in my family, a lot of people had even better degrees than myself. But today, I stand here as the Minister of Education. Otufo Osei-Tutu, the Chancellor, the Asante-Hene, Chairman of the Congregation, the Vice Chancellor, Council Chairman, Vice Chancellors here, former Vice Chancellors, former registrars, former finance officers, members of the Convocation, Nananum, members of staff, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, graduates as well, graduates. I am honored again and privileged to join this August gathering for the 52nd congregation of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Even when I promised the Vice Chancellor I was here, he never thought I would appear. So my name is absent in the scheme of things. That is a privilege. It is always a delight to interact with key players in the tertiary education sector, because this is a forum for obtaining important feedback on issues affecting the sector. Personally, Campus USA is always a homecoming event for me. I'm a proud alumnus of this great university. And interesting, my hall was the one cited by his chancellor, Unity Hall. We need to do something about Unity Hall, where I spend a memorable amount of my time at always around as an undergraduate of this university. Congregation is one of the most important events in the life of a university. It proves to the stakeholders of the university and the world at large that an institution is alive to its responsibility of converting the raw material of qualified candidates into a finished or a semi-finished product, ready to positively impact the society and contribute to the well-being of its people. I keep saying, at the time Ghana got its independence, there were not as many postgraduate holders, degree holders, as have converged in this hall. From its humble beginnings in 1952, as the Kumasi College of Technology, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has grown to become a worthy brand of international repute. Having trained several distinguished Ghanaians and non-Ghanaians in various disciplines, its contribution to our human resource development has been immense. And on this occasion, I wish to pay tribute to all who have contributed and continue to contribute in diverse ways to make this a reality. Ghana owes you a great debt of gratitude, especially lecturers of this university. Otumfuo Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, President Akufo-Addo strongly believes that education is the vital tool for a society to move from poverty, deprivation, and degradation to economic well-being and prosperity. Our vision as a government is to see a well-educated, confident, and skilled citizenry poised for economic growth and national development. Otumfuo Chancellor, a society's measure of its humanity is how it treats its weakest and most vulnerable members, including the poor. Government has a duty to ensure that every child has an equal opportunity to make something of his or her life and fulfill their potential, their financial circumstances notwithstanding. A key plank of our free senior high school policy, which was rolled out in September 2017, was government's insistence that at least 30% of places in our elite schools, or our elite senior high schools, are reserved for children from public junior high schools. We believe this is an important upward social mobility drive, given that many children from the public junior high schools come from families with challenging financial circumstances. I am pleased to announce that in the main, this objective was achieved in the 2017 academic year. And I can promise, as far as Nana Akufo-Addo still is the President of the Republic, and myself, the Minister of Education, we would ensure that this 30% is maintained in all our senior high schools. Isn't it? I would like at this juncture to attempt to answer one of His Majesty, the Chancellor's questions. Yes, it is true that senior high schools enrollment has led to over 90,000 students more being placed in the 2017-2018 academic year than the previous year. But what is even interesting, His Majesty, is that this year, enrollment has increased by 31% expected enrollment in senior high schools. It tells us that we are on the right path. No qualified Ghanaian child should be left out of our educational system. We are going to make sure, the President is going to make sure, that no child qualified from this year's BEC, worthy of getting a place in a senior high school, will stay at home. If it so means that we change the school calendar, if it so means that we change the school's curricula, if it so means that we change the school's term, we shall ensure that every qualified child gets a place in a secondary school. It is a solemn commitment that His Excellency the President wants to be judged upon. So this year, nearly 100,000 more people registered for the BEC. If we use last year's pass rate and hopefully 90%, 95% admission, we are supposed to admit over 181,000 more students into the senior high school than we did last year. What makes it even more challenging, His Excellency, His Majesty, for us, is that only 290,000 places exist in the first year. And we have to put over 472,000 students in school. There are some problems worth having, and this is one of the problems worth having. It is a problem worth having, meaning that on our quest onto universal basic education, that includes secondary, we must prepare ourselves as a country. Of course, the universities must prepare themselves for the increasing numbers that are going to be knocking on their doors. This is the time to think. This is the time to think outside the box. That how we cannot even construct enough classrooms for all of them. So what do we do? Like I said, very soon government will come out strongly to ensure that whatever it is done to make sure no qualified student is left behind would be. And we should brace ourselves from our conservative ways of thinking. In the same spirit, His Majesty, we've asked the National Council for Tertiary Education to engage the universities in order for us to meet our obligations towards the students that are coming. In this particular university that we are, a certain former vice-chancellor started a project of bringing the downtrodden with the worst grades in the university and offer them some of the best courses this country can ever do. In the civil engineering, the electrical engineering, and interestingly, these so-called students with the poor grades from unfortunate backgrounds, some ended up getting first class. Once the opportunity is created, human minds would aspire to get there. Let us together work towards making sure that especially the poor are given the upward mobility they so deserve. I urge our public universities to give opportunity to those students, particularly from these disadvantaged backgrounds, to enroll on their programs. Elsewhere, we hear of spring admissions and fall admissions. The facilities that are currently available in our universities should not be left idle for long periods called breaks or holidays. Every facility should be able to be used 24 hours, 365 days of the year. It depends upon the contact time, not the length at which you stay in school. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the strategic mandate of the KNUST is derived from the science and technology in its name. The only university, I believe, in this country with that lovely name, science and technology. It is the vision to be globally recognized as the premier center of excellence in Africa for teaching in science and technology. This is summed up on the university's website as advancing knowledge in science and technology for sustainable development in Africa. I also note from the university's website, its mission stated as to provide an environment for teaching, research, entrepreneurship training in science and technology for industrial and socioeconomic development of Ghana, Africa, and other nations. These are critical and admirable ideals. Given the importance of science and technology to our lives, especially in the 21st century, within a generation, our lives have changed almost beyond recognitions in the field of healthcare, travel, telephony, communications, banking, and many other areas, principally due to cutting-edge scientific research and innovation. Effectively, science rules our lives, and a nation that fails to recognize this reality will simply lack in underdevelopment. It is worth noting that KNUST again has taken leap in this area in this country by specifically promoting women in science and technology. We have to clap for the Vice-Chancellor. And I am particularly very, very supportive. That is interesting. I was in Unity Hall, and recently Unity Hall was on demonstration because the university had attempted to to make it a mixed hall. And so Unity Hall, having their brother, fellow Conti in the Ministry of Education, I received a protest note, and my sympathy lied with my students. But my conscience told me, if there's any hall in this university that can be made a mixed hall, it's of course Unity Hall. We have 2 blocks that are well separated. And so I was telling some of my Conti colleagues that I was telling my Conti fellows that my heart is with you, but I'm ruled by my mind. And we should think about it. Yes, of course. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I support you. But since the university has not been able to make Katanga, since the university has not been able to enforce its own decision that was taken during the time I was a student here in making Katanga Independence Hall and Republic Hall mixed halls. I was a local KNUST president when that happened. All those 4 halls were made mixed halls. We fought an aluta here. We went on aluta not to agree. Till some of my colleagues in Republic Hall and Independence came to me one evening and said, Napukra Haji, then I realized that human motivations, So they were interested in the ladies in Republic Hall and Independence Hall. So we kept quiet and it fizzled out. But the university could not and has not been able, over 25 years, to insist on this females' invasion of Katanga. Of course, Muntaka was in Unity Hall. And I was in Unity Hall. If Katanga doesn't take the women, we won't take the women. Life is simple. I didn't say we shouldn't take the women. We should take them. But first come, first serve, eh? So Katanga, take the women, be bold, and realize that over 50% of this population, over 50% are women. So we cannot, if we want to create an equal level of playing field, we cannot insist on our traditional problems that Katanga or Unity, or for that matter, any hall in this university should be reserved for a particular sex. I don't believe Africa Hall, because Africa is not only made of women. Africa is not only made of women. Africa, there are men here, there are women here. So Africa Hall should take the lead as well. Of course, of course. United we stand. And if you talk about Africa unity, as Africa goes, unity should follow, right? But still Katanga should start first. It is for this reason, that the leading public universities dedicated to science and technology should concentrate on its core mandate and vision by ensuring that at least, there's a challenge, at least 80% of the students that enter KNUST should be from the science and technology background. I am not of the opinion that others are saying, why are we doing law? Because law is one of the only courses that no matter where you work, it's applicable. And so I believe that law and business should find themselves here. I don't accept that conception that why is KNUST doing law. But at least 80%, that's the challenge that you have to. And of that 80%, 50% should be women or more. So I would therefore urge you to create opportunities for girls to enter into STEM big time through mentorship programs like you have already started and progressive admission policies, among others. Government will continue to facilitate strategic collaboration with our institutions of higher learning and other non-state actors to promote STEM education in Ghana, particularly among girls. To for the Chancellor, on 23rd May, when you were conducting your working visit, it was my birthday, and I was far away from here. And interestingly, on that day, I was having a discussion concerning the teaching hospital, how the world works. And we believe that together, we should get the teaching hospital started and running. TEK was the first public university to have advocated for a teaching hospital. Unfortunately, I always say this, I have to say it. Legon took ahead and went. But even when their hospital is built, there's a problem. You know? If it had started in TEK, the hospital would have been working, because this is a progressive university. So I believe we should work hard to get our teaching hospital, and so that TEK finds a fitting place, our medical school and our health sciences find their fitting place. For the Chancellor, the MPP government in this 2016 manifesto made clear its commitment to renewable energy development to ensure environmental sustainability. Energy security through diversity of energy sources and the creation of green jobs. Our vision is to achieve this through development of solar parks and also of solar and wind mini-grids for irrigation and water supplies around the country through public-private initiatives. The government has gone ahead, and in this government-to-government cooperation agreement with Germany is pursuing one of the planks of renewable energy and energy efficiency. I hope KNUST will position itself very much so in this direction to get the support that that cooperation agreement will come. Because Ghana abounds in solar energy, and we must utilize it to our benefit. As a leading institution in the area of scientific research, the KNUST is strategically placed to collaborate with government to realize this vision, and I look forward to a positive engagement in this direction. But this aside, I would urge the university to engage its research, both material and human, in renewable energy for internal consumption. The benefits will be immense, and this initiative will clearly set out the KNUST not only as a center of excellence for renewable energy research in this country and beyond, but as a leader of example in that area. For the Chancellor, at the heart of every institution's growth and development is the nature of its leadership. It is in vain that I urge the Council of the KNUST to continue to provide strategic leadership and direction for the university in the pursuit of its core mandate. It is the expectation of government that the Council's leadership through the Vice-Chancellor will not be one that only identifies problems, but also proposes workable solutions and provides firm leadership in that direction. The solutions you would propose must be those that will ultimately help the university achieve its goal and provide expanded access to high-quality science education and cement its place as a center of excellence in this country and beyond. I'm confident in the abilities and competence of the council members to develop their mandate and wish to assure them that my ministry's doors are always open for engagement on issues affecting this particular university. For the reason why we are here, which is the grad ones, I wish to state that you've heard the Vice-Chancellor give an account of what the university is about. But to the grad ones, this is a happy occasion. For you, the culmination of hard years, hard work, and sacrifice. Your family, your friends, and others have all willed you on, and in many cases have supported you financially. You have every reason to be proud of yourself, especially coming through this university. Some of you may be returning to your workplace after a leave of absence. For others, the search for employment begins. In either case, I have no doubt that KNUST has equipped you with a skill set to make your qualifications relevant in the job market, and that you will succeed in future endeavors. Certificates alone don't matter. I have seen no industry or employer ask for certificates. They ask for CVs. So there are soft issues that you must also have taken up: character, integrity, hard work, the ability to give back to society, your willingness to get into public service, your integrity, your respect for authority. This will surely bring success in your way. It is rough ahead, but not an impossible one. Go out there and serve your country to the best of your ability, with integrity and a strong moral compass as your watchwords. No matter your academic laurels, your education will mean nothing unless you learn to serve society, through whose toil and taxes you have come thus far. For the Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for the time and attention. May God bless us all.
In appreciation of the Minister's presence and continued support to the university, the Chancellor will present a gift from the university to him. Thank you very much, Chancellor. That is a customized gift from the university to the Minister. Mr. Minister, you can comfortably use it in your office. It's not got any spy camera like the other ones we heard of some time ago. We've heard addresses and speeches. It's time for our voices to be heard. We will lift our voices and sing with vigor till the earth and heaven rings. On page 177 in your booklet is the university anthem, Shall We Rise? Please resume your seats. We've gotten to the most important part of this program, at least for students, and that is the conferment of degrees. But before then, there will be the conferment of honorary degree to a deserving personality. Nana Chancellor, with your permission, I invite the Registrar of the University, Mr. Andrews Kwesi Boateng, to undertake these.
Rita Roy, please step forward. An army of sheep led by a lion can defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. You are an epitome of this African proverb. Under your able leadership, the foundation has extended its frontiers to the most vulnerable in remote parts of the world, especially in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Your tremendous impact on humanity can never be overlooked, and charity foundations influencing lives will never be mentioned without the MasterCard Foundation and Rita Roy. From your humble beginnings at Winston-Salem High School, you are remembered by your close associates for your late-night studying habits and enthusiasm for life. These attributes have indeed brought you this far. Your goal is and has always been to help improve the conditions of people living in poverty, and what is most admirable about your strategy and that of the MasterCard Foundation is that you do not provide fish for the poor, but you rather teach and help the needy to fish for themselves. Your foundation has committed over $2 billion to education, skills training, and other financial inclusion programs for the poor and vulnerable in society so that they can improve their lives, the circumstances of their families and communities. At KNUST, your foundation has benefited over 500 students. Without your intervention, the lives of many promising young men and women would have remained bleak. For your firm belief in this cause, you're often found in the field working directly with the people that the foundation serves. Due to your experience in global philanthropy, you are regularly called upon by the United Nations, the World Bank, and the World Economic Forum to represent the philanthropic sector and contribute to global development discourse. Your ideas and vision have helped shape the entire world through your numerous presentations on key educational and development issues. Rita, your great impact and that of the MasterCard Foundation is already being felt by the world. This is evident by the numerous awards and honors that you have received. For using MasterCard Holdings to create hope, for creating possibilities out of impossibilities, for illuminating the path of the vulnerable, for bringing smiles to faces in Africa, for giving hope to 500 students of KNUST who may have otherwise found themselves on the streets of Ghana and Africa, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology will want to celebrate you for your hard work, dedication, and selflessness. We say, Ayuko. For all these and many other contributions to humanity, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology takes great pleasure in awarding you the degree of Honorary Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
So Ms. Rita Roy will respond.
Chancellor, Your Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, all of the current and former officials of this distinguished university, the Minister of Education, Vice Chancellor, honorable and distinguished faculty and administration, parents, friends, guests, and young people, students, and graduates. Thank you for this tremendous honor of this honorary degree. This is the first time I've received an honorary degree from an African institution. And I could not be prouder, and thank you for welcoming me into the family of this fabled and storied university. My remarks today and my response are really for the young people who are graduating today. So first and foremost, savor this moment. The exams are done, the ink is dry, you've done it. Congratulations. Each of you traveled here on a unique path, but today you will leave with a shared distinction, forged in your own excellence and your hard work. You've come from many different parts of Ghana, maybe different parts of Africa. You came, you were strangers, but you have turned strangers into friends, and you've built a community here. Your education has been enriched. In fact, your lives have been enriched by the experience that you have had here at this university. And there's no doubt this university has left its mark on you. And now, you will be ready to leave your mark on Ghana, on Africa, and indeed, the world. And this is a good thing, because I believe there has never been a more momentous time for young people like yourselves to come of age on a dynamic continent where there is great change afoot. You already have enjoyed the benefits of an education, of communications, of technology that has been undreamt of by your parents and certainly by your grandparents. Today, there are great movements afoot to improve governance, to build peace, to reduce conflict, to invest in infrastructure, improve telecommunications, to improve life across the continent. We stand at the beginning of the agreement of a continental free trade agreement, which could create prosperity for millions of people. So you could say, we're at a moment. We are at the cusp of an African century. I know it can be so, and I know it must be so. So the question really isn't about when or how, but of who, and who will make it so. And I believe that the answer is actually looking right back at me. It is all of you especially young people who will be future leaders of Ghana and future leaders in any sector that you select as your lifelong career. So this continent has so many advantages, so many comparative advantages that I can think of in the earth, in the sun, but clearly its strongest and greatest strength is the talent of her young people. And it is that talent which needs to be realized for this continent to realize its full potential. And it's the same vision, that same realization, that the hearts and minds of young people are what matter most, which led previous kings, previous governments to have the vision and the courage and the dedication to set up the seeds which became this great university. So all of you carry forward a rich heritage, a culture that has been part of your history and now will be a part of your future. I know that you will take this responsibility very, very seriously as you leave the university. You have the knowledge to do just that. This university has taught you that to untie life's knots requires wisdom. And so in that spirit, I'd like to offer three lessons which have also guided my life. First is continue. Continue to dream big. There will be no African century unless we have dreamers and innovators. We're counting on you to come up with fresh ideas, fresh organizations, fresh models, whether it is in culture, as is what surrounds this beautiful campus and what surrounds the building in which we now reside. But we also are counting on you in coming up with fresh ideas to solve large problems. And as you do that, expect to be challenged. Expect to run into old networks, outdated ideas. Expect to find resistance. Some of that resistance may be because you're young. Perhaps it's because you're a woman, or someone may not like where you're from. And when you face that, just take it in stride. Be bold, be brave, and just persist. Just go on. The second lesson is that you will succeed because of the community that you create. No one ever succeeds alone. So just look around you. If there's anyone who worked harder than you did to earn this degree today, it's your parents, it's your faculty, it's the people who you call your friends, it's people who love you, people who have been there for you. So I ask you to give them a round of applause, because today is their day as well. You're here today because someone did something for you, and now you'll be in the position where you'll be doing for others. So as you think about the careers that you might pursue, and the road is a long one, don't just think of becoming moguls of big businesses. Think also of becoming mentors. You won't just become pioneers and trailblazers. You will become path makers for others. Your journey will be all the more meaningful, all the more successful if you bring others with you. The truth is, as we well know, there are millions of people across this continent and around the world who are not enjoying the benefits that all of us have enjoyed. They face real difficulties, whether it is in accessing healthcare, housing, education, and any other legion of services. You could be the ones who can close these last miles. With your knowledge, you could be working on smart cities, smart housing, smart education. And there'll be people who'll say, oh, this can't be done. But frankly, they don't know much, and they don't know how much is already being done, and you can take it forward. Third is open your heart. Open your heart to the world. You know, your minds have brought you this far, but your minds and your hearts will take you much further. If your heart is in your work, then it isn't just work. It's your passion, it's what gives you meaning, and it's what matters. Learn to love, not just the people around you, but learn to love the problems that you wish to solve. Respect those problems. This will become your life's work. Now, the heart is just a metaphor for love. And I hope that as you leave this place, just as you have created community here, you continue to create community wherever you go. All of us who are passionate about what we do, we need people around us, people to debate with, people to discuss our ideas, people to confide with, people to disagree with. And if you're really lucky, you will find people along the way who will not be afraid to tell you when you're wrong, when you're taking a wrong turn. All of us need people like that. And they could be our parents, could be our siblings, could be our friends, could be anyone else we encounter. And when we encounter someone who challenges us to think twice, do that, and do that with love, and do that with gratitude. As your journey moves forward, I hope that you also see that all of us are part of an unbroken chain of humanity, of people who share similar values. This institution is built on that very premise. You are taking forward ideas and the benefit of those ideas of people who came before you. And you're going to take them further, but at some point, you're going to be handing it over to the next generation who follows you. So a day like this always reminds us that for every ending, there is a beginning and the start of something new. So today you may feel like pioneers, and certainly you are pioneers. But now is also the time to think about what it is you will do and what it is you will pass on. I know that this education has prepared you to be learners and lifelong learners, but today is the time to start thinking about how you will also become lifelong teachers. So as I look out today, I want to say that I'm extremely proud. I'm extremely proud to be part of this family. I'm proud of the MasterCard Foundation scholars who are graduating today. I'm also proud of every single student who is graduating today. You give me hundreds of reasons to be optimistic about the future, and certainly optimistic about an African century. We don't have to hope for such a century. We can make it so. And so I wish you not only just luck, but much happiness. Thank you.
The Lord Chancellor, we now begin the process for the award of N degrees. And with your permission, I call on the Provost, College of Humanities and Social Sciences, representing all colleges, to present the MasterCard Foundation scholars who have fulfilled the requirement for the award of degrees to be admitted to the third degrees.
Will the graduating scholars of the MasterCard Foundation please stand and remain standing? Chancellor, I present to you scholars of the MasterCard Foundation who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of undergraduate degrees to be admitted to the third degrees.
Now, Chancellor, again, with your permission, I call on the Dean, School of Graduate Studies, to present the candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of degrees to be admitted to the third degrees.
Will the graduating candidates of the School of Graduate Studies please stand and remain standing? Chancellor, I present to you candidates of the School of Graduate Studies herein present and those unavoidably absent, for whom I stand proxy, all of who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of degrees to be admitted to the third degrees.
By the powers conferred on me as Chancellor of the University, I, Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II Asante-Hene, formally admit you to the respective degrees of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kumasi. Fresh graduates, Ayiko.
Please sit. And I call on the Provost, College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, to assist with the presentation. Ms. Rita Roy will join the Provost. Bachelor of Science, Silviculture and Forest Management, first class, Mpwane Isaaku Tawangu. Thank you, Provost, College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. Provost, College of Art and Built Environment, please assist. Bachelor of Arts, Publishing Studies, first class, Dr. Sapia. Bachelor of Science, Development Planning, first class, Stephen Dankwa. Bachelor of Science, Human Settlement Planning, first class, Prince Adufa Asana Apia. Provost, College of Health Sciences, please assist with the presentation. Bachelor of Science, Disability and Rehabilitation Studies, first class, Tewia Rebecca. Bachelor of Arts, Culture and Tourism, first class, Awintuna Simon in the win. Bachelor of Arts, Sociology, first class, Shadrach Kosa. Bachelor of Arts, Social Work, first class, Beatrice Anyan, Hadra Bentum, Helena Mahama. Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, first class, Adiatu Ibrahim, Andrew Zabwaje, Francis Akwa, Clenham Kobla Lady, Natasha Odampton, Now, Provost, College of Science, please assist with the presentation. Bachelor of Science, Actuarial Science, first class, Grace Krantima Yamoa, Isaac Amonete Yowotu, Bachelor of Science, Statistics, first class, Grace Abra Edu, Benedict Mawuli Agagli, Rebecca Ifua Gusko, Bachelor of Science, Agribusiness Management, second class upper division, Jackson Miller. Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Management, second class upper division, Khadija Khalid. Bachelor of Science, Construction Technology and Management, second class upper division, Joshua Sakwa. Bachelor of Science, Human Settlement Planning, second class upper division, Magdalene Ofosu. Bachelor of Science, Land Economy, second class upper division, Celestina Ayaturi Azuri. Bachelor of Science, Quantity Surveying and Construction Economics, second class upper division, Sheila Peniye. Provost College of Engineering, please assist with the presentation. Bachelor of Science, Chemical Engineering, second class upper division, Samuel Jebrel Saka. Bachelor of Arts, Akan, second class upper division, Rosalind Boama. Bachelor of Arts, Geography and Rural Development, second class upper division, Raphael Subari Ankape, Cynthia Avoda. Bachelor of Arts, History, second class upper division, Martin Ata Adolfo Sr. Bachelor of Arts, Political Studies, second class upper division, Alberta Florence Beji. Bachelor of Arts, Social Work, second class upper division, Maria Bentel, Mavis Edu. Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, second class upper division, Napoleon Edem Donko. Bachelor of Science, Actuarial Science, second class upper division, John Agri. Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, second class upper division, Nafiu Shaibu. Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering, second class lower division, Emmanuel Kakari. Bachelor of Science, Telecommunication Engineering, second class lower division, Anna Batamuliza. Bachelor of Arts, Geography and Rural Development, second class lower division, Pascalina Awelana Abadum. Bachelor of Science, Statistics, second class lower division, Agnes Chumwa. Thank you very much. Ms. Rita Roy, please take your seat. And Honorary Chancellor, I now invite the Dean, School of Graduate Studies, to assist with the presentation. Doctor of Philosophy, Agribusiness Management, Gifty Boache Apia. Okay, take it away. Doctor of Philosophy, Animal Nutrition, Asarabedi Akon Ankra. Doctor of Philosophy, Agronomy, Felix Kwame Apia. Isaac Kankambwedu. Doctor of Philosophy, Nematology, Yadanso. Doctor of Philosophy, Plant Breeding, Kojo Adofo, Benjamin Ano, Manfred Bonziewu. Doctor of Philosophy, Agriculture Extension, Ahmed Dahiru. Doctor of Philosophy, Plant Pathology, Daniel Abetiame. Doctor of Philosophy, Soil Science, Nuruddin Abdurrahman. Janvier Bigaba Bashakuguleke. Malamin Theo, Jacob Ozen, Doctor of Philosophy, Watershed Management, Abdurrahman Ishaku. Doctor of Philosophy, Painting and Sculpture, Bernard Akoy Jackson. Doctor of Philosophy, Building Technology, Kokua Besi. Doctor of Philosophy, Construction Management, Jemima Anchua Otu. Doctor of Philosophy, Planning, Kobna Bedu Yebua. Doctor of Philosophy, Agricultural Engineering, James Musa Seidu. Doctor of Philosophy, Agricultural Economics, Addison Monica, Daniel Edumensa, John Cabri Bezikan, Doctor of Philosophy, Soil and Water Engineering, Bismarck Mensan Bracon. Doctor of Philosophy, Civil Engineering, Daniel Sapon, Deborah Darkun. Doctor of Philosophy, Water Resources Engineering, Abbas Jibrila. Doctor of Philosophy, Water Supply and Treatment Technology, Aminatu Sechosime. Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Engineering, Henry Nunu Mensah. Doctor of Philosophy, Geological Engineering, Godfrey Chiri Amejo. Doctor of Philosophy, Pharmacognosy, Benjamin Kingsley Halley. Doctor of Philosophy, Pharmaceutics, Grace Frimpong. Doctor of Philosophy, Public Health, Emmanuel Kwaku Nakua. Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Pathology, Amwa Broderick Yeboah, Lawrence Quay, Samuel Nkansa Daku. Doctor of Philosophy Economics, Joseph Mafubuahen. Kofi Kamasa. Doctor of Philosophy, Geography and Rural Development, Alphonsus Benny. Bismarck Yabua Buasu, Charles Kwanzaa. Doctor of Philosophy, French, Stella Afi Makafui Yeblemanao. Brahma Balika. Doctor of Philosophy, Religious Studies, Margaret Makafui Tavia. Jonathan Edward Tete, Kuono Ajaoto. Doctor of Philosophy, Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Abdul Samid Muntaka. Doctor of Philosophy, Food Science and Technology, Fidelis Kwesi Podo Maunyo, Isaac William Sofosu. Doctor of Philosophy, Chemistry, Abdul Rahim Salihu Danazumi. Doctor of Philosophy, Inorganic Chemistry, Selina Amasa. Doctor of Philosophy, Physical Chemistry, Michael Ban Mensa. Doctor of Philosophy, Computer Science, Edward Danso Anson. Frimpong Chum. Doctor of Philosophy, Applied Mathematics, Osei Mohammed Kuma, Alex Kweku Pepra. Doctor of Philosophy, Physics, Philip Diantanya. Doctor of Philosophy, Solid State Physics, Eso Abeka Ama. Doctor of Philosophy, Microbiology, Charles Quay.
Master of Philosophy, Agricultural Economics, Francis Akabo Asodina, Philip Ousu. Master of Philosophy, Sustainable and Integrated Rural Development, Ivy Pucha Dibodi Agbo, Abubakar Diallo, Fatimata Bintu Diara, Theophilus Kwatin Ameni. Master of Philosophy, Animal Breeding and Genetics, Ricky Abwaji Puku, Lois Aduchumwa Mensa. Master of Philosophy, Animal Nutrition, Ismail Ousu Anane, Daniel Atta Jiribi, Obed Upoku. Master of Philosophy, Agronomy, Plant Breeding, Paul Manu. Master of Philosophy, Plant Breeding, Jelika Ture. Master of Philosophy, Plant Pathology, Ousu Bedu. Master of Philosophy, Soil Science, Portia Abuebia Anum. Master of Philosophy, Aquaculture, Abigail Ebachi Tachi. Master of Philosophy, Natural Resource and Environmental Governance, Maunyo Kwesi Blaise Amevo. Prince Esilfi Amwako, Felix Yao Ampofoepia, Wilhelmina Delphina Dolphin, Michael Kwame Obro, Ellen Sejifa, Mildred Tan. Master of Philosophy, Silviculture and Forest Management, Gabriel Ahuma, Austin Asare, Jonathan Obo Redu, Damian Feladan Tangonyiri. Master of Science, Olericulture, Olivia Vincentia Yani. Master of Philosophy, Post-Harvest Technology, Bartels Adisu, Timothy Boatin, Samuel Debra, Gideon Boatin Jemfi, Edmond Ofori, Michael Upoku, Yakubu Mohammed Sani. Master of Philosophy, African Art and Culture, Ibrahim Boachi, Grace Ajapon Fusu. Master of Philosophy, Art Education, Fred Treme, Abigail Lati, Anna Yabua. Master of Philosophy, Integrated Art, Fibers and Fabrics Technology Option, Justine Abaguri Ajuri, Isaac Jesse, Nati Emmanuel Nati. Master of Philosophy, Integrated Art, Leather Technology, Divine Elom Kuju Asibe, Perpetual Ban Nyamiche. Master of Philosophy, Integrated Art, Metals Fabrication Technology, Beatrice Otabil. Master of Fine Art, Painting and Sculpture, Frank Kofi Jabin, Kelvin Kweku Hazel, Kwesi Ohine Aye. Master of Fine Art, Sculpture, Harry J. Nimakun. Master of Philosophy, Construction Management, Victor Kakari Echemfuo, Bismarck Ajekum, Eunice Achina Ajimai, Goslav Amprichum. Deborah Amaduka, Gloria Norty, Stephen Nanopokuware, Cecilia Ousudapa, Mesak Upuku Tete. Master of Philosophy, Procurement Management, Barbara Osino Masakui, Sichofe Kwame Yevu. Master of Philosophy, Project Management, Mami Efwa Sama Akafi. Master of Science, Project Management, Evans Quist Aye. We will Amo Michael Awarija. Master of Science, Construction Management, Eric Frimpong, Andrew Kabute Okansi, Andrew Ousu, Emmanuel Kweku Kwashe, Daniel Yamwa Ajimai. Master of Philosophy, Development Studies, Akoko Philippa Brago, John Amwa Nyama, Ebenezer Bruce Mills. Master of Philosophy, Planning, Richard Apatuin Azerijik, Wahab Musa Abdul. Master of Philosophy, Urban Management Studies, Idrisu Abdallah, Priscilla Azuma Agbuboba, Harriet Sewa Yeboah. Master of Science, Development Planning and Management, John Abuga, Afrane Pius, Elvis Ajay Ochri, Joseph Ahin, Maurice Azinim, Bisma Kweku Boko, Juliet Dakun, Belinda Frimpong, Barima Kwatin Ameni, James Mensah, Francis Udro, Gilly Stephen Ousu, Nicholas Pinkra, Kofi Joseph Saja, John Amponsa Tebi, Master of Science, Development Policy and Planning, Aida Amwaku Abebrese, Wilberforce Bafo Ansa, Joseph Baradu, Abdallah Yamboni Dasmanu, Marian Ukutu Maji. Master of Philosophy, Agro-Environmental Engineering, Emmanuel Bulsuri. Master of Philosophy, Food and Post-Harvest Engineering, Bright Opon. Master of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering, Godfred Ofochu Totime. Master of Science, Chemical Engineering, Bernard Edupoku. Master of Science, Road and Transportation Engineering, Bernard Ousu. Master of Science, Water Resources Engineering and Management, Sarah Abebrese, Ayuba Beni Adam, Basadi Gasama, Jesse Senyo Badago, Jesse Poyivi Kayapo, Posha Annabel Upoku, Orobosa Uriaki, Samson Osei, Tijan Sane, Wuye Tamba, Ibrima Ture. Master of Science, Water Supply and Environmental Sanitation, Agbetiame Thomas Kofi, William Jamra Ejare, Crispin Ajedipe, Austin Dixon Amwako, Kofi Esiama Newman, Emmanuel Kwame Esiedu, James Abeku Atubrewu, Nicholas Eiba, Enoch Boatin, Mauli Koblan Bobobi, Kofi Akoni Uku, Lamin Mabinta Fadera, Ibrima Musa Jalo, Na Ayoko Koni, Victor Charles Kwansa, Mariana Aku Mengel, Charles Impong, Emmanuel Titina, Dennis Ufuria Manfu, Isaac William Ufuri, Esther Osei Ampong, Abel Yao Koko Usu, Wahima Rose Pinto, Benis Maumenyo Senenu, Joel Stevens, Gabriel Kwesi Tete, Benjamin Yeboah. Master of Science, Telecommunication Engineering, Joseph Akubri Kojo Inso. Master of Philosophy, Geological Engineering, Lydia Nipa Osei Opuni. Master of Science, Geophysical Engineering, Francis Apo Jr., Atu Edrisu, Francis Musoli, Kwame Kwatin Sapon. Master of Science, Geomatic Engineering, Daniel Adumakun Ajemfra, Kwame Obing. Master of Philosophy, Environmental Resource Management, Frank Boatin Echampon, Pius Kwame Nkwa, Jalil Issa Said. Master of Science, Environmental Resource Management, Clement Omariamo, Francis Eviaban, Francis Ejabedu, Helena Dixon, Bernard Selassie Kwakofi. Master of Engineering, Energy System Engineering, Sumaila Brahima Mahama. Master of Engineering, Industrial Operations, Elvis Ufurie J. Achampon. Master of Science, Mechanical Engineering, Thermodynamics, Solomon Akume, Joseph Kwame Liubala, Ata Osebunsu, Emmanuel Kofi Osei. Master of Science, Mechanical Engineering, Applied Mechanics, Divine Mangunyo Ashibi. Master of Science, Renewable Energy Technologies, Emmanuel Ni Ama Aye. Oliver Benjamin Kluche, Abdel Mukit Chuguru. Master of Philosophy, Pharmacology, Slas Atiwi, Hope Koshi Fiejo. Master of Philosophy, Pharmaceutical Microbiology, Daniel Amite, Frank Boatinosei, Makafui Seshi. Master of Philosophy, Pharmacognosy, George Ajehine, Eliplim Kwesi Ampofu, Mary Aiko Chumesi, Master of Science, Clinical Pharmacy, Amanda Ofolioko Aye, Courage Maofemo Yawu Danku, Elvis Dorina, Ina Vladimir Morna Osei, Francis Wati. Master of Philosophy, Chemical Pathology, Sarah Ando, Mark Dankwa, Peter Paul Muisanga Dapari. Master of Philosophy, Clinical Microbiology, Benedicta Bosu, Georgina Isabella Jame, Aaron Sian Kwachi, Kojo Safu Mafu, Bismarck Ochre, Komla Kennedy Sach Esechi, Nana Wafua Williams. Master of Philosophy, Immunology, Maxwell Hubert Enchi, Tonis Abeku Bachman. Master of Philosophy, Physiology, Isaac Kufiedu, Edward Ejapon. Master of Philosophy, Human Anatomy and Cell Biology, Clement Insobri Atobiga. Master of Philosophy, Human Anatomy and Forensic Science, Emmanuel Kweku Osabute. Master of Science, Disability, Rehabilitation and Development Studies, Randolph Anochi, Innocent Okechiku Ekeke, Naomi Jamfi. Master of Public Health, Health Services Planning and Management, Gloria Adusipoku, Fosida Akwete, Yao Odro Fianco, Peter Dakwa Jesse, David Yao Afrifa Mensa, Joanna Ose Sahini, Samatu Salifu, Safura Seidu. Master of Science, Health Services Planning and Management, Ignatius Apia Champon, John Emisa, Kweku Ochrema Banoche, Victor Prosper. Master of Science, Population and Reproductive Health, Titus Pinfar, Peter Wisi Kuji, Agnes Ajua Tosu. Master of Public Health, Population and Reproductive Health, Barbara Abeke, Rotiwa Edu, Joyce Ajiman, Marianne Kukwa Amponsa Echiano, Mabel Apin, Letitia Bayo, Regina Boatima Bech, Chrysanthos Dana Dari, Emilia Duku Etia, Kenneth Winyabu Pampari, Samsudin Mohammed, Philemon Nakuja, Mavis Nyako, Vamos Ochre, Justice Badam Parmak, Doris Poitria, Master of Public Health, Health Education and Promotion, Faustina Echampong, Cynthia Adakwa, Raymond Adutam, Vaida Amwakwa Ajimai, Francisca Eslam Ahienvi, Angela Ofebia Amedo, Agnes Sechibia Asare, Humphrey Navruz Asayuri, Sandra Ama Poma Asumin, Bridget Koko Ayesu, Melchizedek Benjamin Ba, Letitia Bentun, Ami Budu Enusin, Abuajiwa Efwa Donko, Bernard Lassie Jomiku, Stephen Kantam, Ruby Ofori, Richard Osei Ajiman, Ebenezer Usu Sechre. Master of Science, Health Education and Promotion, Eunice Bechi.
Master of Philosophy Economics, Grace Abachi, Chenebua Araba Afo, Janet Asamoah, Justice Bentum, Lordina Afo Krampa, Solomon Encheje Kofo, Lucy Ofori Davis, Kwame Ansre Ofori Mensa, Master of Science Economics, Abdullah Abdul Rahman, Hamza Abukari, Beatrice Hilary Akwa, Paul Fajoyobe Adewale, Seth Afo, Cephas Tete Amegavi, Patrick Enim, Martin Kwame Awaga, Alex Ano Ewuku, Hayford Akumenin Boateng, Senyor Kwame Denutui, Emmanuel Mensadia, Kezia Ban Forsen, Yakubu Hamid Isa, Boachi Adom Menu, Samuel Kojo Newman, Joshua Kobina Obeng, Patrick Opoku Onyina, Derek Kweku Opong, Patrick Anansi Osei Owusu, Late Kwao, Bismarck Sapon, Abdul Rashad Seidu, Yusuf Ali Tete, Gershon Kojo Tuduabo, Daniel Rekon, Master of Science, Economics, Money Banking and Finance, Stephen Adakwa, Eugene Redu Amofa, Irene Sa Andam, William Mbro Beidu, Prince Yadom Boache, Michael Oforibuama, Kwabena Eja Konjechi, Hidayatu Rashid Mohammed, Victoria Mokoro, Lois Nkansa Dakon, George Ongoma Ajamai, Master of Science Economics, Energy and Natural Resource Economics, Kwesi Yamoa Abeidu, Siddiq Enusa Abubakar, Kofi Abraham Anto, Kwame Asante, Philip Yeboah Asante, Yao Enin Boedu, Douglas Bonsu Ata, Edmond Kwabna Gbemu, Nikwe Kusachin, McDonald Kojofianko Mante, Krista Akosia Nyako, Linda Opoku Jemfi, Nashiru Salifu, Emmanuel Yao Womeno, Bartholomew Mbayela, Master of Philosophy, Geography and Rural Development, Evelyn Attach Rema, Seth Opon Mensa, Mark Jan Esia, Master of Philosophy, Political Science, Michael Afrani, Kwajodua Opon, Master of Public Administration, Arita Agbakpe, Solis Amujunu, Isaac Asamoah, Patricia Asenso, Juliet Bine, Mabel Penaman Boama, Evelyn Brookman, Accra, Agatha Fosu, Felicity Kodia, George Kwacheando, Benis Che Mensa, Abubakar Sensao Mohammed, Josephine Owusu Sechre, Master of Philosophy English, Victor Asaria Japan, Georgina Brookman Ando, Mavis Afra Jantua, Deborah Mensa, Gifty Ekwia Nyakon, Master of Philosophy Religious Studies, Paul Kang Ewara Diboro, Habila Yakubu, Master of Philosophy Sociology, Dorcas Mami Dufie Osei Boateng, Paul Bequin Osei, Master of Arts Sociology, Rita Boateng, Esther Nelly Maunyo Kuma, Endafobi Grace Emmanuel Osot, Darlene Abena Cheneboa Kodua, Master of Science Finance, Alexander Ayete Odonko, Shakespeare Ofosuhene, Master of Science Finance and Investment, Edith Ansoma Anokwa, Jennifer Esi Bedai, Raymond Nabi, Master of Science Accounting and Finance, Theophilus Adonis Ayi Ago, Mark Yabua Asumeni, Irene Milkua Odro, Benjamin Tando Samson, Master of Business Administration Accounting, Eunice Frimpoma Bobie Boahen, Charles Ohene Boating, Isaac Bronya, Alex Kakari, Master of Business Administration Finance, Prosper Kwame Aban Owusu, Mavis Adae Boateng, Gifty Ba Edusei, Paul Ayembila Ayensankeya, Isaac Berema, Dauda Ekilulu Fribo, William Kweku Frimpong, Cecil Kwesi Kumsen, Erika Boachiwa Mensa, Ebenezer Norte, Dinah Donko Opong, Augustine Owusu Sechre, Alex Kofi Srebo Owusu, Peter Steinbeck Kwame Paha, Irene Baba Tete, Master of Philosophy, Business Administration, Finance, Nkukponu Eche, Master of Business Administration, Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Mauli Abednego Asimenu, Master of Business Administration, Management Information System, Benjamin Delakpodo, Master of Philosophy, Biochemistry, Bernard Bahar, Caleb Kwame Sinclair, Dennis Tokonu, Master of Science, Forensic Science, Erasmus Doji Buame, Alexander Bedu Boateng, Master of Science, Human Nutrition and Dietetics, Helena Jamia, Master of Philosophy, Analytical Chemistry, Desmond Boache Ajeman, Samuel Ejay, James Kupsi Apia, Master of Philosophy, Environmental Chemistry, Safiatu Omar, Master of Philosophy, Polymer Science and Technology, Gertrude Opoku, Master of Philosophy, Computer Science, Emmanuel Kwabena Jesse, Evans Obu, Steve Ochre-Jemfi, Master of Science, Health Informatics, Ruth Anakwa, George Mintabrichum, Kennedy Selom Ekwano, Hajira Ibrahim, Joseph Bob Kol Kumsin, Fans Odro Sapon, Isaac Omari Yabua Jr., Grace Osei Poku, Nana Amati Wa Boateng, Master of Philosophy, Information Technology, Lazarus Kwao, Williams Kwame Nabari. Master of Science, Information Technology, Anaba Abanga, Richard Inti Afriye, Constanciao Able, Fedesen Delasi Anku, Kwesi Anson, Elias Ayembila Apasia, Grace Asake Boba, Erasmus Asare, Lawson Ayabila Etia, Isaka Baba Ayano, Isa Bako, Joseph George Davis, Anthony Kobina Emil Jr., Eric Apia Kankam, Kofi Inti, Ibrahim Opoku, Francis Oponchum, Michael Ajiman Owusu, Mumuni Seidu, Saibu Umar. Master of Philosophy, Food Science and Technology, Enoch Aite, Michelle Opon Siao, Master of Science, Food Science and Technology, Abigail Kesse, Deborah Kumsen, Al Hassan Ademu Labaran, Beatrice Obain, Daniel Tete, Gifty Williams. Master of Science, Food Quality Management, Ralph Otimensa Ejei, Belinda Ejei Poku, Barnabas Abani Ampao, Elizabeth Apia, Thomas Asante, Courage Yaude, Esinam Dokenu, Emmanuel Eko Eshen, Comfort Ofori Esuman, Matilda Brago Kokofu, Cynthia Enyonam Akunkpodo, Mame Ekuya Nyameche, Peter Nyakon, Gloria Krantema Odame Esiedu, Jemima Ofori, Simon Mensa Ofosu, Kofi Opon Mensa, Kojo Owusu Ansa, Anita Owusu Kufo, Na Kwale Abakwate, Samuel Kwe, Fatola Soya, Kweku Boateng Stilson. Master of Philosophy, Applied Mathematics, John Boateng Anoche, Carl Jerry Deku. Master of Science, Applied Statistics, Abdul Fatau and Adam, Gideon Oseibuama, Emmanuel Kofi, Al Hassan Ismail, Philip Tay, Clement Yanta. Master of Philosophy, Mathematical Statistics, Doris Arthur, Helena Lati, Philomena Marfo, Wilhelmina Adoma Pels. Master of Philosophy, Pure Mathematics, James Owusu Asare. Master of Philosophy, Actuarial Science, Ebenezer Asabre. Master of Science, Actuarial Science, Mark Labi Hineku. Master of Science, Industrial Mathematics, Job Ade, Habila Kasim, Kwame Kelese, Eric Kojo, Isaac Yao Osei. Master of Philosophy, Geophysics, Vincent Adongo, Ampa Ben Kwesichreme, Rosemary Ofori. Master of Philosophy, Nuclear Physics, Stanley Kukubo, Richard Asamoah Opoku. Master of Philosophy, Solid State Physics, Humphrey Dake Asem. Master of Science, Solid State Physics, Evans Chum. Master of Philosophy, Microbiology, Emma Oye Abuaje, Hawa Ahmed, Rabbi Bashiru Nuhu, Ellis Kobina Pencil. Master of Philosophy, Parasitology, Emmanuel Kwame Amoako, Sandra Siambia Jatain Mensa. Master of Philosophy, Environmental Science, Rita Ejubi Thompson Ampoma. Master of Science, Environmental Science, Ejei Edujemfi, Anthony Edujamfi, Gifty Edu, Philip Kofi Amano Jr., Mavis Ajua Emisa, Kofi Amwaku Jampa, David Odame Enim, Justice Asare, Edem Kwame Atiase, Ernest Amoriku Beyo, Isaac Dazi, Selassie Redeemer Gidiglo, Reisa Manomba Asamoah, Isaac Mensa, Padmo Yao Intijabi, Rita Odamia Odame, Rebecca Benin Opan, Daniel Opon, Enoch Osei Tutu, Kingsley George Ochre, Albert Zempare. Thank you very much, Dean, School of Graduate Studies.
Thank you very much, Ejako and the Adadem group, for this sterling performance. Additionally, and Kenya ya nemo mu pay 82 ni 83 na. Yeah. Chancellor, with your permission, I invite the Vice Chancellor to dispatch our master's graduates. Will our master's graduates please rise? And the MasterCard scholars, please.
The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kumasi, has trained and prepared you for service to humanity. Therefore, on this 14th day of July 2018, in the year of our Lord, we send you into the world to go make a difference in the local and international communities. As a sign of your graduation, please move the tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Please remain standing. Chancellor, I crave your indulgence once again to invite the Global President of the Alumni Association of KNUST, Madame Akosua Eunice Amwako, and her executives to administer the alumni oath.
Please repeat after me. I, graduate of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST Kumasi, do hereby solemnly declare my membership in the KNUST Alumni Association and voluntarily pledge to abide by its aims and tenets. I pledge to dedicate my loyalty and commitment to the development of KNUST and to the services of the KNUST Alumni Association, wherever and whenever needed. So help me God. Technocrats, congratulations.
Please sit. Shall we please observe the following announcements? When all is done, our revered Chancellor will close the exhibition. Students should promptly return their gowns to where they picked them from and proceed to the School of Graduate Studies for certificates. Refreshments for members of council will be at the usual place, the VC's Lodge. Members of convocation will be refreshed at the Senior Staff Clubhouse, and you, our fresh graduates, will be refreshed by your parents, loved ones, who prepared for this day the very day you were admitted. The university, in line with this, prepared this conducive environment for you. Enjoy yourself, but remember not to litter the environment. This evening at 6 p.m., the KNUST Excellence and Dinner Awards will be held right here in the Great Hall. The university recognizes the hard work of its staff and stakeholders. Awards will be given in the areas of research, teaching, departments will be awarded, colleges will be awarded, and even halls. Once again, our 2 best students will be awarded. As the chairman of, as the secretary rather, of the organizing committee, and on behalf of my chairman, Professor D.D. Obri, would want to let you know that there will be a huge surprise in tonight's program. It's open to all members of convocation and to other stakeholders who have been invited. Thanksgiving service will be held tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. again here in the Great Hall. Graduates and staff members are all invited. I would want to acknowledge the following people the university invited to grace today's occasion. In no particular order, I would want to recognize the presence of the Registrar of the University of Mines and Technology, Takwa, Mr. A.K. Doku. The Pro-Vice Chancellor of UDS is also in our midst. Let's applaud Professor Seydou Alassane. Honorable Dr. Henry Kwabna Kokofu, Esquire, former MP of Bantama, is in our midst. Our immediate past Vice Chancellor, Professor William Otu Ellis, is here. Thank you for coming, Prof. Former Vice Chancellor of KNUST, Professor Kwesi Kwafo Adakwa, is also here. Former Pro-Vice Chancellor, KNUST, Professor Samuel Ni Odai, is present. The Executive Secretary of the Vice Chancellor's VCG is here, Mr. Peter Kaba. The Acting General Officer commanding Central Command is Colonel C.K. Budu Kumi. The Chief of Staff of Menshia is in our midst. Let's applaud Mr. Kofi Bedu. We are also grateful for the presence of the Minority Chief Whip and Member of Parliament for Asawase constituency, Honorable Mohamed Muntaka. We want to thank all deputy registrars, all provosts, all other invited men, council members. You are all acknowledged. Let's applaud also the basic school band who provided us with great music. Thank you very much. And also, sorry, I nearly left them out, Ejaku and the Adadem band. I hereby respectfully invite the Chancellor to dissolve the Assembly.
By the powers conferred on me as Chancellor of the University, I, Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II Asantehene, declare this assembly duly dissolved. Thank you.
Shall we please rise and pray? Almighty God, the beginning and the end, the first and the last, we praise your mighty name. We honor and adore you for how far you have brought us this week. By your grace, almost every day you shower us with blessings in the morning, but there has never been an occasion where we had to postpone these meetings because of rains. And for this, we praise your name. Thousands of people had to troop here this week because of our graduation ceremonies. By your grace, we have not heard of any bad incident, and we want to praise you for that. We want to thank you this morning for this morning's ceremony, for all the people you have brought together from far and near. I want to thank you, O God, for the life of the Chancellor of the University, the Vice Chancellor, and his management team, the Council of the University, all staff, and the students who have graduated this year, especially those who have graduated today. Even as we are about to leave here, Lord, we commend them to you and humbly asking that you continue to strengthen them, continue to empower them and direct their path so that the purpose for which you have built them up this way will be materialized to the glory of your name. We thank you for all the resources you made available for them. We thank you for seeing them through thick and thin. Use them, O God, to bring happiness and more meaning to humanity, not only in Ghana, but throughout the world. Thank you for this university. Continue to bless us and bless all of us, even as we are about to depart. Protect and shield us, O God, against anything that may be evil. Let your blessings and your grace continue to rest and abide with us now and forevermore. In the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord, we pray. Amen.
Please remain standing for the recession of the Chancellor, Council, and Convocation. there is a found missing camera, so C, ask for it.